Well, the fight over the future of the I-77 South toll lanes project is speeding up again. In about an hour, opponents of the project plan to pack Charlotte City Council chambers.
And this comes after business leaders called on their members to show up in support of keeping negotiations alive. WCNC Charlotte's Walker Lawson live at the Government Center. What's the latest, Walker?
Yeah, guys, well, both sides of the debate are expected to be here tonight, as you mentioned, in just an hour. Now, on one side, you have residents and Action NC who are hoping that Charlotte City Council does not reverse course on the I-77 toll lane project and continues to not support it. Well, on the other side, business owners and leaders are hoping that Charlotte City Council changes that decision and supports the I-77 toll lane project. But what matters to the people living next to it is that it's going to impact them significantly.
This is a place in which we decided to invest. I've moved here 20 years ago, started a family, have children. We have a number of elderly residents that live in the neighborhood.
For Sean Langley, I-77 isn't just an interstate to drive on. It runs alongside the community he calls home.
We don't want to see the environmental impact of expanded or elevated toll lane adjacent to our neighborhood.
He and his neighbors in the McCrory Heights community are fighting against the I-77 express lanes, asking leaders to consider other ways to move people through one of Charlotte's busiest corridors.
What we've continued to ask for is an independent analysis that will allow us to look at a robust list of ways in which we can move people to their desired destinations.
For a while, opponents thought the project had hit a dead end, but a new state law put it back on the map, requiring communities that withdrew their support to repay their share of roughly $60 million the state says has already spent unless support is restored. Langley questions whether toll lanes are the right road for commuters.
Building an elevated interstate is going to be, years and years in the making as those people try to commute into the city. But it's also going to be a fee that they have to pay to try to use those express lanes to get to their place of employment.
Robert Dawkins with Action NC says they want council to reject the current proposal rather than simply return to negotiations. One option they're pushing is taking the dispute to court.
If you want me to pay the money, first prove I owe it to you.
Well, in the name of transparency, we submitted a FOIA request, which is a Freedom of Information Act, to try to obtain documents from NCDOT to break down exactly how the $60 million design phase was done. We've submitted that request about a month ago, and it has still not been filled. CRTPO is expected to meet and discuss the I-77 project later in September. Reporting in Uptown, I'm Walker Lawson, WCNC Charlotte.
All right, Walker, thank you for that report.